Hi guys, thank you for joining. Today we're going to be doing a lesson on the plant life cycle. To start off, let's read our standard. It's S2L1. Obtain, evaluate, and communicate information about the life cycles of a different living organisms. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on Part B, which states plant and carry out an investigation of the life cycle of a plant by growing a plant from a seed and recording changes over a period of time. Okay, so first let's start off by looking at a picture. You see this plant is a full-grown plant. It has flowerings, stem, and it's in the ground. Okay? Looking at this picture, I want you to pause the video and think about where this plant started off. Did it always look like this? Or has it gone from something else? Today we're going to find out, okay? So, first I want to go over the parts of a plant. Today we're going to specifically be talking about a flower. So, on here we have a pretty pink flower. We have the flower, its leaves, the stem, and the roots. If you think about it, the roots are in the ground, so that's the part that we can't see. The stem is usually the part we start seeing first, then the leaves, then lastly the flower. Okay? Let's go over some words that we might see in this lab. We have seed, seedling, sprout, bud, blossom, flower, stem, leaf, roots, weeds, watering, planting, soil, sunlight, and rain. And I'm going to show you a picture of all these words. Okay, you can pause the video and look at these so that way you can reference it as we're going along, okay? Next, let's go through all of our materials that we're going to need for our lab today, okay guys? So today we're going to need some soil. I have my soil in a Ziploc bag, but yours is most likely going to come in a big bag from the grocery store. We have an empty clear cup, or you can use a pot. Today I'm going to be using the clear cup so you can see what I'm doing, okay? Next, we're going to need some seeds. Today I'm using wildflower seeds, okay guys? But you can use whatever you have. You can use flowers, you can use vegetables, and if you use vegetables, you can always eat them later after they grow. All right, let's get started, okay? So I'm going to take my cup and place it on a flat surface. Next, I'm going to take my soil and slowly pour it into the cup. We want to fill it about halfway. Let's make sure we're not making too big of a mess, okay? I know it can be hard sometimes. We're going to shake it around. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Okay. Next, we're going to take our seeds and open up the pack. And most seed packets will have instructions on them, and it's important to read your instructions. My instructions tell me to place 2 to 3 seeds into the soil. Okay. See if I can get these open. Okay. So now I'm going to take some of the seeds and place them in my hands. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Grab your seeds and place a couple in your hands, okay? Silly Miss Bowman, I should have this already cut open. All right. Okay, so I got a couple seeds in my hand. My seeds are small and black, and then because they're wildflowers, there's a couple other types. So I have one that looks like almost like a little sunflower seed. Okay, so now in my soil, I'm going to poke a little hole right in the middle and drop 3 seeds in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to cover the hole back up, and I want you guys to do the same as well. Okay. Next, we're going to grab our water. Normally you would have your water in a watering can, but today I just have it in a cup. We're going to pour a little bit onto our plant, into the soil, making sure the soil gets soaked up good. Okay. So now that it's wet, what we can do is place it in the windowsill, or you can place it outside on a shelf. But we want our plant to get lots of sunlight, and we're going to have to water it daily so that way it can grow. Okay? So next, what we're going to do is pause the video and make sure you have your seeds planted inside your soil and make sure they're watered. Once you come back, we'll discuss how we're going to record our plant as it grows, okay? All right, so next what you're going to need is a journal and a pencil, okay? For our expectations for the journal, the whole point of this is to record what is happening to our seed, okay? So this is going to be a weekly assignment where you put your thoughts about what's going to happen with your plant, okay? So take the time to pause the video and tell me what you think is going to happen to your seed next week. When you come back, I'll read you what I have. All right. So make sure in your journal, in the top corner, I have my name and the date, so that way we know when we wrote it. And I put, today we planted wildflowers as a class. We put soil into a pot, then we added seeds. Next, we watered the seeds and moved the pot to a place that gets sun. I think my seed will need to be watered to grow. Next week, I think it will become a seedling. And then you could always draw a picture in here and share it with your classmates. But that's our lab for today. Thank you for joining, and make sure you record in your journal, and you can even take a weekly picture in your class iPad. Thanks guys, and I hope to see you next time.